say make civil servant no thief. My brother, if I get opportunity, I go thief them down. Even them when they there, so I go thief them. I'm telling you, it's so annoying.
All right. Lastly, before I let you go, I mean, if government decides not to move away from the 60,000, will this strike continue? And do you think this strike will yield any result? I
know what make you finish your question. If they like, may they say no. Say they no go. Say may they still die for that 50,000 naira when they talk. Therefore, then they go know say a hungry man is an angry man. And when the hunters learn to shoot without missing, so the birds learn to fly without reaching. They go here and they go collect auto. Not as the way we do so. You get where we go do and reach now. We go they walk out for street, they destroy them, they kill themselves.
Thank you so much.
Because a hungry man is an angry man. As with the first, so my brother, as I come here this morning, so I never shop. I've been my children, they forbid to go to high school when their children they go. They go carry their children, thief our money, take carry their children, go better school. When they finish, they'll come load their children over us again. They will tell you, say, experience, do you qualify? Do you have this qualification? Qualification, keep their parents there. Qualification, keep them. Nonsense people. Huh? Nonsense idiots. You know how much senator they collect a month? Even their SS, those days we go school, say we no want be touts. Now touts be their essay and others, what they do for them. And
exactly.
You know how much they collect? They collect above 300,000-400,000 naira every month. If to say we know, for just Kukuma sit down for touting. So that all of us go, they do touting.
So, that's how it be.
Before they do touting, then we'll come suffer, go school finish, now we'll come manage, come enter the civil service work, then they'll call the suffer us. They'll call the suffer us. Yeah? So as time goes on now, we go join the touting so that make all of us the tout better. Yes.
You know, say, I knew a day like this will come, and some of us were earnestly waiting. I don't believe in the NSC and the TUC. They have played too much politics in the last couple of months, and then it's okay not to trust them. But for the first time, I'm feeling like something urgent is about to happen. The time is right. It's been 1 year of this government. Plus and minus the insensitivity that this government has displayed, the lack of respect for the Nigerian people, the gross abuse of power, negating. If you say that Buhari left with you a dead economy, what have you done specifically to revive the economy? And like someone that is wise said it, you do not tax a dying people. You pull them out of poverty consistently. Then it's not time for, because you have invested in them, they will pay taxes. But of course, this government and its supporters told us to shut up our mouth. We don't know what we're talking about. That there is an economics that the man run with. The one he used in building Lagos. That there are monies in the hands of certain people building several infrastructures. But the poor of the poor of the poor are still poor. The country is still the capital of poverty in the world. And somebody is saying that we should understand there are baby steps. The future is bright. Listen, let's break it down. What you see before you is the National Assembly budget and the Nigerian workers in comparison, using the monthly minimum wage. Right from 1999 up to 2024, there have been a steady increase. See, it's as steady as in 1999, there was a 2.2 billion naira budget for the National Assembly. It rose to 29.5 billion naira. In 2011, it became 111 billion. In 2018, in the heat, in the mist, in the setting of the most abysmal inflationary economy, this guy's budget is untouched. You will never see a year where listen, go on. In 2019, it became 128 billion. That was the first time we had that steady step down. But guess what? In 2021, after 2021, it rose to 134 billion. In 2022, it rose to 139 billion. The same man, the same time that they said that Buhari had finished the country, they were rising. Then it moved in 2023 to a 228 billion. Did you see that? That is almost 100% increase. Almost. Then 2024, we are discussing 344.9 billion as budget for the National Assembly. I go and check. From 3,000 minimum wage, we are staggering 30,000. Then Godswill Akpabio is saying that 35,000 is fair enough. As if you are talking to your dog. Make una take 35,000 and to the shout. He said that to the shout. Muna take 35,000, Muna come up from that. Muna take 35,000. And individually, we are looking at a 37.57 million naira for a sitting senator individually. While House of Rep member is 37.5. Okay, of course. Individually, a senator will walk home, doing 2 or 3 plenary sittings in a week, and totally about 10, sometimes 8 sittings in a month, will walk home with 37.57 million naira. This is not the corruption, the embezzlement, the kickbacks, and all the contract that they get. Statutory, they end. And to break it down, let me tell you. Listen. We are here today. We are here. The basic salary of a Nigerian senator is 2.484.34. That's about over 2.8 million naira. Basic salary, basic monthly salary. Now listen, there is a hardship allowance of 50% of the base salary, that is 1.24 million naira. There is a constituency allowance that is 200% of the basic salary of 4.968 million naira. There is a furniture allowance that is 300%. There is a newspaper allowance. These guys don't even buy newspaper anymore, but there is a newspaper allowance. There is a wardrobe allowance. The man that is paying salary is giving money for another wardrobe. There is a recess allowance. There is an accommodation allowance. There is a utility allowance. There is entertainment allowance. That's where these strippers come in. There is a personal assistant allowance where they pay personal assistant. It is 621,000 for his PA for a month. Listen, there is a vehicle maintenance allowance. So the 160 million they have used in buying the SUVs, there is a monthly allowance of 1.863 million naira that is used to maintain the vehicle. There is a leave allowance. So even when he is not working, there's a severance gratitude. I don't know whether it's 100%, right, or whatever. There's a motor vehicle allowance, 400%. At the end of the month, we are looking at over 29 million. Use your tongue to count it. It is the workforce of the Nigerian people. It is Nigerians, you and I, in the private sectors, in the public sector, that should suffer for this riffraff to be benefiting from. And they say this is a baby step. Why would Akpabio not tell you to take 35,000 and go and sleep? Because his future has been guaranteed. It's a sitting government in this country that sent 800 million naira as deposit for future school fees of his child in 2035. As I talk to you, many civil servants are owing last year's school fees. They have not been able to pay. I said in my previous video, if you can feed, as in arguably feed a family of 5, 3 square meal, I'm not saying bread and butter, 3 square meal, you're either a politician or you're a thief, as it were now. Because even a medical doctor cannot afford that. Even a professor in a Nigerian university cannot afford that. Then you say we should bear, because now we not get sense. How do we start? I know we cannot pay 464. You cannot pay 494. We agree. All this rubbish allowance you are paying, strip them of it immediately. Strip them of it. In the UK, MPs are part-time jobs. They pay you for sitting. So if you do not sit, you don't earn. There's no monthly allocation. There is no stupid allowance. It is when you sit, you earn. But these Nigerian senators that may not sit, some of them are even absent. Some of them do not even come. Some of them travel. Have you go and check? Let me tell you. Let's check. Let's bet. Let's go to the next plenary. If we have the 109 senators seated, or if we have the whole of the House of Rep members seated, you will never. And then you tell me that we are in the same journey. We cannot be deceiving ourselves. If we want to see, this is the time. Oh, this is the time. It's not because I don't like Tinubu or anything, but if we want to make a match, this is the time. If NSC and TUC like me, they joke with this time. If they mess up with this, nobody will take them serious again. I'm out of here. Share this video, make it reach your hand. We are not joking anymore.